What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about two different stocks today. We'll be talking about PLTR and Netflix for Diesel Killer. PLTR Technologies and Netflix. Looking at this thing on a weekly, it's actually, I think actually a weekly is fine. Yes. Let's see. I don't know. It's weird. Kind of a weird looking pattern in my opinion. I would think you go lower. I would. First, like right off first glance. Yes, second glance coming in with that as well. Let's see. Look at that. Gotta love that, man. This 382 lining up very well with this 382. Yes, 1285 and 1327 are different numbers entirely. They're about 50 cents of a difference, but it's very common on the first pass whenever you're coming up from this low to this high to break through this 382, which again is the higher one here. It's very common to go a little bit through it. And what's just below that? This other 382 here, right? So you could literally tip that one and come up, but it's also fairly common. You could still go a little bit below it. That's okay. You know, previous area of resistance right there, tipped it right there, found support here, not really anything. Might actually move this down to this here. Yeah, that looks a little bit cleaner. I'd say somewhere between 1162 and 1031 you go, is my genuine opinion. Maybe, oh, just a maybe, you hold this 1285 area, maybe. But I kind of think you go lower. Based on price action, it wouldn't, to me, make too much sense to bounce there. Where here, you know, I would think you go. So somewhere between 1162 to 1031, when are you going to do that? Yeah, the weekly RSI looks weak. You're probably on your way there now, man. Rejecting the 50, yeah, you just looking, look at that. Very nice trend. Beautiful trend up. This is what you want to see, man. That's great. And you broke it. You just broke it. So you're just getting started. So yes, absolutely, I think below $13, maybe even below $12. What was the range? Maybe even below $10 or $11. But 1031 is kind of where I would expect it to go at its lowest, maybe. Okay, to be fair, I mean, it could go lower. It could. I would think that 1031 to 1162 area is where you're going to go, but if not, you're going to see prices below $10, maybe even below $9. But 1031, 1162, I'm pretty confident on that. That's my genuine opinion. Yeah, not impressed by the daily. So that one was kind of easy. None of them are like really easy, but I feel like that one was. It had some obvious giveaways. Netflix. You know what I wonder? If Netflix is doing all right, how's Roku doing? I know. You didn't request it. What is that? Those are some thick bars there, man. Probably haven't adjusted that chart in like years. Let's see. Roku looks kind of decent too, but not near its all-time highs. It's kind of crazy that, like, in my opinion, Roku is way better than Netflix, but Netflix is definitely the bigger company nonetheless. Top to bottom. Just goes to show, man, to all the crypto bros out there, it doesn't matter if your project has the better technology. It really doesn't. Like, Roku, in my opinion, is much better than Netflix is, but Netflix is more valuable. And I know there's arguments to be made as to why Netflix is more valuable. Yes, they're like their own version of Hollywood. I get it, but you know, one of the most popular, if not the most popular, streaming service available. But I digress. On a monthly basis, kind of looking like you're in a downtrend. I would almost expect that you turn around from here. That's not good. That's not good at all. And, damn, literally add a deep retracement with no volume, bro. Huh. You could be in like a diamond top. This kind of movement is like iconic with diamond tops, which would then mean that for years to come, you're going to still be in this area without breaking out to new all-time highs. The volume on the weekly looks a little bit nicer. The weekly RSI looks a little bit nicer. Oh, I'm curious to see what this thing does. I don't know. I don't feel confident one way or another. feel like I'm not getting a lot off the daily. I'm really not getting much off the weekly either. You're like literally right now at an area that you found resistance time and time again. You're right near your all-time highs at an area that you found resistance from July of 2020 all the way until August of 2021. Are you just going to break through it on your first pass? I mean, maybe. Maybe not. Daily RSI, not a whole lot to go off of. Like, really. Found resistance there, found resistance there. Went above it there. Found resistance, went above it. Not really too significant. Just relatively speaking, it's been significant. I don't know. I kind of would think you go a little bit higher. Maybe you go to about 600 and then you turn around. This does look like somewhat of a real breakout in my opinion. Let's see if we can contest that. I guess not. Yeah. I know I was saying you might be in a diamond top, but maybe you're not. Maybe you are moving up higher. With that being said, don't be surprised if you come back to like the base of this gap here. Not like the base down here, but like maybe down to 536 before moving up higher. You might move up higher immediately to like $600 and then come back down to that 530 to 550 area and then move up higher after that. But you know, kind of like you did here, right? You broke out, you moved up higher, then actually you went right back to where that gap like formed, like the height of it, and then you went up more. Here, kind of did the same thing, right? You broke out, came back into the gap a little bit. You didn't fill it completely, but most of it you did, and then you went up higher. Down, right? Down immediately, you came back up and you literally like tipped right where the gap was, and then you went a little bit lower, but inevitably went higher. Yeah. Maybe you crawl up towards 600 to 610 in the more immediate term time frames. And then over the weeks to come, months to come, you're going to work your way back down, probably around that 530 to 550 area. And then from there, we can talk about you going up probably to new all-time highs. I don't think you're going to see, I really don't think you're going to see the base of this like you did last time. You might find resistance in this area, but I don't think you're going to find support. I think you're going to find support above it. Just because mainly, like my main thought behind that is this breakaway gap here. Like at the lowest, maybe you go to 500, but I really don't think you're going to go much past like 530, even if you get there. But that's Netflix. So up for a little bit and then down for a little bit longer and then up more after is my thoughts. That's it. If you like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.